Welcome to episode 1 of the Church of Marketing. We are a podcast where we're going to delve deep into the modern day world of content, advertising, and marketing.
And today's episode is sponsored by Scylla Strong. It's hydration for athletes, everyday people, runners. Hydration formulated specifically for what you are doing. And it tastes delicious, so go check it out.
I mean, I've tried it. It's great. During the workout, it's great. After the workout, it's great.
Seriously. And my wife's been drinking the Scylla Stable, which is the everyday hydration, and her headache's gone. And she hates the taste of water, so when she's trying to drink a ton of water, she's miserable, so she drinks that, and like her headaches are gone, and now she can actually enjoy drinking water.
Yeah. It's great when you're sick as well, because my wife's been sick, and she's been having 1 or 2 bottles of the Stable.
Yeah.
Just to make sure she stays hydrated and doesn't get even more sick. So definitely recommend you check out Scylla. It's delicious. I drink it every day. I know Connor definitely drinks it every day.
2 or 3 times a day.
But yeah, today, episode 1, we're doing this thing.
Yeah. You know what's really interesting is we have a fitness hydration supplement, but what we're going to be talking about is how the fitness world and the marketing worlds, like those industries, are actually super similar, and how it works and everything. So I'm really excited to dive into this.
Yeah. So you called it the weight loss analogy.
Yes.
So it's the weight loss analogy. It's connecting that athletic, that typical desire of most people to work out. They want that perfect physique. They want that body. Obviously, it takes a lot of hard work. So how does that weight loss journey that a lot of people are going through, have gone through, how does that connect with the marketing world?
So I've realized this. So I've been going to the gym for 10 years straight.
We can tell.
Yeah, I mean, thank you.
You're welcome.
But I've been going there for 10 years. I did it in high school, trying to get girls looking good. And in the fitness world, you'll see this, that there are just so many diets, right? I think the hot one right now is the carnivore diet. And then there's the keto, paleo, Atkins, there's intermittent fasting, right? There's all of these different diets and different workout programs and strategies and everything in order to all achieve the exact same thing, which is usually weight loss, right? Or getting in better shape, building your dream body. But a lot of people don't see success with these diets because they're fad diets, right? But if you were to break down how to lose weight or how to build muscle, it actually is so much simpler than what these fitness experts, influencers are saying. And a lot of them, I might upset a lot of them because I might be revealing some secrets that
you might.
they don't want you to know, so that you keep buying their courses, their trainings, their apps, their programs, their diet plans, right? When it comes to weight loss, it's so simple. If you eat less calories than you consume, you will lose weight. I think the formula is like 500 calories a day in a deficit, you'll lose weight. So if you eat 2,000 calories a day, you burn 2,500 calories a day, you will lose about 1 pound a week. It's that simple. But yet, there are thousands of cookbooks, there are thousands of training courses and everything that are all trying to sell you on this new strategy, this new way to do it.
Yep.
Which in reality, if you could eat 2,000 calories of donuts, French fries, pizza, ice cream, and if you burn 2,500 calories, you will lose weight. Now, you won't feel good. You'd probably feel pretty crappy, but you would lose the weight. And the same thing happens in marketing. There's a lot of strategies out there. There's SEO, there's organic social media, there's paid media, there's funnels, there's this, and this. But when you boil it all down, it all comes down to the same goal of getting sales, selling your product. I was just in this meeting the other day with about 5 or 6 other entrepreneurs who have had a lot of success, and even they're still having the same questions about marketing, right? And one person's like, yeah, it's all about building a brand. And another guy's like, oh, it's all about building a community. And I was like, no, it's not. It's actually a lot simpler than that. Because just like fitness losing weight is 500 caloric deficit a day, right? It's that simple. It's very hard, but it's that simple. The equivalent of that in marketing is people buy solutions to their problems. So They don't buy products. So your job as a business, as an advertiser, as a marketer, is to help people understand what problem your product solves and how it solves it. It's that simple.
Yeah.
Now, is SEO the answer? I don't know. Maybe. If that's how you are doing this one specific thing of problem solving for people. Maybe, I get asked all the time, should I be using videos? Should I do images? Should I do TikTok ads? Should I do Instagram ads? Should I do, right? When it all just comes down to whatever's gonna help you show the problem that you solve the best, that is how you're gonna have success in advertising and marketing.
So why doesn't everyone do that then, right? Because you and I talked about this when, I won't lie, I think even I personally, I was stuck in that, in terms of how I wanted to sell something or advertise something. It was, I focused on the features and the benefits of the product in the hope that that would sell someone.
Right.
But you're saying take that even one step deeper, which is you get highly specific on the problem, which these features and benefits obviously help solve,
Right.
but you target the problem first.
Exactly. Yeah, so why it's so difficult is because people, and why it's so difficult for business owners to really nail this down is there's a lot of noise out there in the marketing world, just like there's a lot of noise in the fitness world. Like, you need to do all these things. Here's the secret. And
people make a lot of money selling that secret.
right? Because a simple solution, well, let me rephrase that. A complicated solution is a much more expensive solution. So, right? So if someone came to me and paid me $20,000 to consult them, and all I did was, hey, actually, let me rephrase that. If you went to a fitness coach and you paid them $1,000 to give you a personalized meal plan and program and all this stuff, right? And they came to you and said, eat 2,000 calories a day, try and work out, lift weights once a day. Doesn't matter what you do, just go lift weights, go on a 30-minute walk. You'll probably get around 500-600 calories. Your daily burn rate for just existing is probably 1,800 calories. Just do that and track it in, MyFitnessPal, the app. Okay, that's $1,000. You'd be pissed because it's so simple.
Yeah. Well, it's something I could do myself.
Yeah, you could have watched that on YouTube, and you'd think to yourself, holy crap, I just paid this trainer $1,000. Same thing with marketing. If someone comes to me, or a marketing guru, right, and they want to be consulted and everything, and which I always tell people the exact same thing. It's in my book. It's what I tell clients or potential clients. It's just, hey, you're not solving the problem for people and you're beating around the bush. You're not being simple enough, right? Like, just tell them what problem you solve and how you solve it. They're gonna want something more complicated. They're like, well, what's the real secret strategy? Are you doing Advantage Plus campaigns, retargeting 7-day windows and then putting them in this email sequence? And this is like, no. Just tell them what problem you solve. There's actually a brand out there called, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I'm good buddies with the owner. It's called Zook. It's
Zook. Okay.
Z-U-K or Z-O-K or something like that. And he's mastered this. So it's this like migraine relief, like, I don't even know how to describe it.
So it's like a bulb or something?
It's like a bulb, and it's like it releases pressure. You put it in your ear, you just squeeze it, and your migraines go away, right? Great thing is about the product, it works. But if you go to his website, if you go to his marketing, just this will help get rid of your migraines. It's that simple. And they are selling a lot of product. But it's just so simple. He's not doing anything special with his advertising. His ads are all about like, hey, if you have migraines, this will help get rid of your migraines completely. The website, if you have migraines, this is gonna get rid of your migraines. And it is so simple. He's not doing anything crazy. He's just telling people, this is the problem, this is what solves it.
Yeah. So let's use Scylla as an example. Scylla Strong, right?
Scylla.
Typically, people would go, hey, you should try this. It keeps you hydrated. It helps you, get a better pump, helps you avoid headaches, right? Those are all the features and benefits. That's what it does it. But What you're saying is you go one step further. It's why are they in the gym? Why do they want to be hydrated? Why? And you're always going kind of a step deeper until you can't go any further. So with strong, it's, I want to drink this because I'm going to get a better pump. Okay, well, why do you want a better pump? Well, I want to gain muscle. I want to have a better physique. Okay, cool. Why do you want a better physique? Well, I want to be more confident. I want to feel good. I want to look good, right?
Yeah.
And so you just keep going and going and going until you really can't go any further. And then people basically see what they want reflected in your marketing.
Yep.
Not looking at these features and benefits and then trying to decide, does this apply to me? They already know if it applies to them.
Exactly. And I this is kind of like the psychology behind all of the marketing and advertising that we do. So you get down to that root problem that you're trying to solve. So for example, Scylla, it has a Scylla Spark is one of the products. It's essentially a pre-workout and hydration combined, right? What people really want is to look good, right? I'm going on a trip to Hawaii. Part of my motivation is
Look good on the beach.
I want to look good on the beach. I want the double dang is what I'm calling it. I want all the women on the beach to look at me without flexing and see me just shred it and be like, dang. And then they see the ring on my finger because I'm married and I'm happily married. And then they go, dang.
I like that. That's hilarious.
That's what I want, right? Again, it's an ego thing. I totally know, but like that's deep down my motivation. So again, with Scylla Spark, it's hydration and pre-workout essentially. There's a lot of reasons why you should drink it, a lot of things that separate it from its competition. But if those things are all there to support this overarching problem that I want to look shredded, I want to look good. That's my goal. So the caffeine the reason it's got 165 milligrams of caffeine and it can help you get a better workout is so that you can look this good. The reason it has L-citrulline malate so it can get you a better pump so that you can look this good. And I see a lot of brands do this where they focus on the feature benefits, which is important, right? It's better than just the features, but it all comes back down to that main problem that you're trying to solve and tying everything back into there. And then you can get into the nitty-gritty stuff, right? Like, at retargeting strategies and SEO and, what platform you should be on and what format of your landing page should be. Should you have a guarantee? Should you have video testimonials? Should you have this, or this, or this? All of that stuff is great and important, but most people are missing the mark because they are missing the very first step. And that is nailing down what is the problem that people need solved, and how does this product solve that?
So would you say that you think most people nowadays are probably doing things backwards, right? So they're getting obsessed with all the details, the SEO, their landing pages, the copy on their website.
What softwares they should use.
What softwares they're using, what sort of CRM, whatever. They're getting so obsessed with all the details and laying the groundwork, let's say, that they forget that unless they know the problem they're solving, that's actually wasted time, wasted energy, wasted resources, right? They need to figure out what's the problem they solve and then work backwards, and then everything supports that problem.
Exactly. I would say it's completely accurate. I would say that, and a lot of this stems also from watching the outward marketing of other brands. So I can't even tell you how many times I've had conversations of like, well, I want to build a brand like Nike. And Nike doesn't even talk about, I had this conversation with someone the other day, and he's like, you know what's so crazy about the marketing in Nike is so good. They don't even talk about price. They don't ever talk about why their product's better. Everything. They just have their logo and that's it. I'm like, cool, great. You try and do that as a startup, as a small business or whatever, even a good-sized business, you will waste so much money because that is a billions and billions and billions of dollar company. So they're doing things for their level of marketing, for their level of business. A lot of people just see what other people are doing. They're successful. I should do that. Oh, this company, I think we just saw that Prime. just signed Patrick Mahomes. I just saw an ad with Patrick Mahomes holding Prime, right? The thought that a lot of brands are going to think is, oh,
I got to get a celebrity.
we got to get celebrities. That's what they're doing. That's what's going to be said. Oh, we got to get this influencer. Oh, we got to do this. We got to do affiliate marketing. Oh, we got to do this and this and this. It's like, hold up. Those brands are successful for a lot of reasons, but most of them have figured out the problem they're solving. If you look at Nike at the very beginning, they solved specific problems. And as they got super big, then they started doing other things. I still don't think they should do a lot of those things, but that's up to them. Coca-Cola, Apple, like those are brands that like, they just want their name out there to stay relevant. It's a completely different strategy.
Well, and it's just different because they're well established. And when they were young, when they were small, when they were startups, they utilized the proper principles for where they were at. That became their base. And then 5, 10, 15 years down the road, then they can switch over to that dream that everybody wants where we're focusing on brand, we're focusing on celebrities. But if you don't master the basics, you're never going to get there.
One of the reasons I am, my goals I would love to build $100+ million brand. We built some pretty successful brands, but my goal is to get to that level. And what I want to do, just to prove everybody wrong, I'm not spiteful about these conversations.
Not petty at all.
I'm not petty at all. I would love to keep doing small business tactics at that level, because at that point, there's so, like these brands get so big, there's so much wasted ads, and they run commercials. I would never run a commercial. Oh, I'd run a Super Bowl commercial, but I would never run a commercial because it's untrackable, all these other things, right? So what if a brand spent, like one of the best platforms for advertising for small businesses is Facebook advertising. What if a brand spent, instead of, $1 million in a year on Facebook ads, or $2 million, $3 million on Facebook ads, what if they spent $100 million on Facebook advertising, which that would include Instagram and everything, right? Instead of putting $100 million into endorsements and influencer marketing and commercials,
TV
and
ads,
TV, like all that stuff. Like that's what I want to do.
Even billboards.
Billboards, what a waste of money. Like if the billboard, I can't believe that is probably the biggest scam in marketing is billboards. But
I don't think I've ever bought a single thing I've seen off a billboard.
Yeah, no.
But I know their messages like the back of my hand because I see it as I'm commuting into work.
Yeah, but
I don't normally buy.
You only think about it when you're on your way to work, and you can't even pull out your phone and do anything because you're driving. And if you did, you might get in an accident, and then we'd all be very sad.
Yeah.
So, Anyways, going back to the original topic of the advertising, like that's what is broken about, one, the fitness industry, but two, the marketing industry is people are overcomplicating this. Like you have to just simplify it. I've seen the ugliest landing pages with the ugliest ads get 4, 5, 6 ROAS on ad spend solely because they were really good at telling people what problem they solved. Like we own a production company, right? Where brands will spend $50,000 on a single video shoot. Great. I've seen video ads that I have filmed with my iPhone get a 4 ROAS on ads. And it cost me 10 minutes of my time to pull out a phone and just talk to the camera.
Yeah.
Now there's a place for the big, nice production stuff, and there's a place for the camera on the iPhone ads, but that's what's, it comes down, it doesn't matter about the tech, it doesn't matter about any of these things if you cannot just beautifully explain what problem you solve and how you solve it.
Yeah. Yeah.
If people did that, they'll have success in marketing and advertising.
Yeah.
Guarantee it.
So bring us home, kind of just recap.
Okay.
Weight loss journey and marketing.
Simplify everything. Get it down to the roots, the foundation of weight loss, marketing, advertising, right? The foundation of marketing and advertising is You are selling a solution to a problem. And all you have to do is figure out the fastest, quickest way to do that, right? That's all you have to do. And it could be like, and to use an example, the beach, right? If you want to look really good on the beach, you need this pre-workout so you can have great workouts in the gym. It's that simple, right? It's that simple.
But setting expectations, they know what they're getting from the product. It's solving their problem. Then it sells itself.
Yeah. Now, I will say that is how you get short-term success in marketing and advertising. I do want this, a disclaimer, if you will.
Yeah.
If you have a crappy product, you will not have long-term success in marketing. Because marketing and advertising is how you get someone to buy once. A good product is how you get someone to buy again. So, if you have a crappy product, I can't help you with that. I don't know how to make great products. I have business partners that handle that part for me. I'll just get them to buy the first time.
Yeah. Well, sweet. Episode 1 in the books.
1 is done.
Yeah. I did realize, though, however, at the beginning, we never introduced ourselves.
We should introduce ourselves.
Should probably introduce ourselves. Go ahead.
So my name's Connor. I own multiple e-commerce brands, my own advertising agency, production company. I would consider myself a advertising-based entrepreneur. I've written a couple books on marketing and advertising. You can find them on Amazon. I've been advertising and marketing for close to a decade, and I've advertised and marketed in almost every industry you can imagine: e-commerce, brick and mortar, software, supplements, service-based business,
Your favorite
dentists.
coaching.
Yeah,
Coaching.
life coaching, which I will never do again. I've probably managed over 10 million. I've lost track, and so I'm not 100% sure. I'm probably managing close to $700,000 a month in advertising right now. But over 10 million plus. I lost track at 10 million, but in ad spend, I've managed that much. So yeah, this is my jam, marketing, advertising. I'm a nerd.
Yeah. And then I'm Jake Lewis. I have a more basic background in marketing. I have worked as like a marketing manager for some smaller companies way back when. But my background is mainly in running creative teams, content creation, commercial production, video, obviously. I set this all up. So obviously I know how to use cameras and lights, but so between us two, we have that good combination where we understand the content side, the commercial and advertising, the marketing, and all the different aspects that go into all of it. So between Connor and I, if you have questions, we probably have the answers, or we can figure it out. So
which is why we're doing this podcast.
That's why we're doing this. Yeah.
Both of us think the marketing industry, the creative content industries are broken and they need to be fixed.
Yep. So hit that like, hit that subscribe button. We're going to be releasing an episode a week, and we're going to be continuing to talk about these similar topics. Again, marketing, modern day marketing, advertising, content creation, commercial video production, even some of the simple video production, like you were saying, the UGC, the iPhone stuff, and how powerful that can be. So stay tuned. And again, I'm Jake Lewis. This is Connor Wright, and this is the Church of Marketing.